Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey. One West, one West, one West, one West, one West. Coming up on my
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drums, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me.
I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars. I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been the proper since the teeny bopper, but now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't need exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least suspected. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this, yeah. I'm taking life for what it is, yeah. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures, hey. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't need exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quit the fuck, show me love, show me love. I need love, don't wanna leave me, yeah. I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, we on that fly shit. To all these worldly bastards round us, I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldiers dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for them. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for them. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
American Yahanna don't like no soldiers. Through the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Like a saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in they image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in a cell toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under Yahanna, Amy murdered Bob them and got a hug from Yahanna. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commander General Yahanna na ISUPK.
This is what Commander General Yahanna did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. I had to dig.
That's right.
You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Don't claim to be part of the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite movement. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, we stand alone.
Okay.
We are not. We put that disclaimer on all our videos. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or organization.
Okay.
Because we don't believe the same thing they believe. Now, as far as the approach and yelling at white people, we do believe that every response is measured.
Okay.
So now, when you see a video of somebody coming up and somebody's just how you came up respectful. Has anybody disrespected you at all?
No, and I'm glad I met you guys. Yeah.
Every response is measured. You know, if somebody came up and was disrespectful, they're going to get a measured response.
Okay.
You know, we're not a violent organization, but we believe in self-defense. That's our American right. I'm sure you understand that for sure.
Well, and the thing is, too, I thought, you know, if I meet a group like I just described, I still wanted to go up to them and say, hey, guys, you know what? I looked into this. I know you guys are the real Israelites, but I think people are going to have a hard time listening to your message because of your approach. But
right back at you again, Officer Shapat Dayakin, dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah, coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York, home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments, God of the Bible. The men above me shout, Boom Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Boom Yasha. Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Boom Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Boom Yasha. All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough skin protect our wrists, teach girls and kids about this. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue loving, no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, chains, and the rings. Precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch the slang, rewind what we rap and slang. Lost are terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments, God of the Bible. The men above me shout, Boom Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Boom Yasha. Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Boom Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Boom Yasha. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments, God of the Bible. The men above me shout, Boom Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Boom Yasha. Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Boom Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Boom Yasha.
Don't claim to be part of the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite movement. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, we stand alone. We are not. We put that disclaimer on all our videos. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or organization because we don't believe the same thing they believe. Now, as far as the approach and yelling at white people, we do believe that every response is measured. So now, when you see a video of somebody coming up and somebody's just how you came up respectful, has anybody disrespected you at all?
No, and I'm glad I met you guys.
Every response is measured. You know, if somebody came up and was disrespectful, they're going to get a measured response. You know, we're not a violent organization, but we believe in self-defense. That's our American right. I'm sure you understand that for sure.
Well, and the thing is too, I thought, if I meet a group like I just described, I still wanted to go up to them and say, hey guys, you know what? I looked into this. I know you guys are the real Israelites, but I think people are going to have a hard time listening to your message because of your approach. But
we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame, I'm on war, got the same, fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, these people. Fuck wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time to time, nigga. Fuck wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass niggas, man. Fuck wrong. Get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You damn scared rat, coward ass little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, y'all young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. All these niggas want down hate, but tell them zip it lip. Cause you a dumb ass, scared ass boy, little body bitch. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. But you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with the damn scripture with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, a little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big rank, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame, I won't war, got the same, fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, nigga. Fuck wrong. I tell them, nigga, fuck wrong. You get your shit together, nigga. Fuck wrong. Work it. I'ma do this shit till I rock it, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all the zock, you little body bitch. And I switch, ain't gon' your thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay determined like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like Dan Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like Nana Zah, you little body bitch. Need a princess part bar, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got you right, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe.
Yeah, Shabbat the thumb.
Yeah,
What's good, Mark? How you feeling?
Wow, sir.
Listen, I just want to get a word from our sponsor before we start. Let me just run the commercial before we start.
But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared
willing to do
specifically
that, but
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. Do you want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what.
Listen, I'll tell you what. What? If Trump becomes president, every felon needs to get hired the next day. The very next day, every brother who have a felony, they need to do away with expungements. Felonies need to be just like, a traffic ticket now. Right. Yeah, felonies had to be, it got to come down to, some kind of little misdemeanor charge or something. But if stand back and stand by, the leader of the insurrection and 34 count felony and counting become president, well, goddamn, just open the floodgates and just start hiring people. We ain't got a problem no more. You know what I mean? So we gonna get it in tonight. You know what I mean? Holding it down every Saturday night for Command Johnny Yahanna, hardest working man in Israel. Give him my hand. I'm rocking it out. You all know the usual suspects who are always in. We are Captain Kahan, rocking it out, always on the inside. Y'all give it up. We are Captain Kapash, fresh out of the yard. Y'all give it up. Drive, all that type of stuff. We are Captain Hadaya Allah, spanking, rocking out, Detroit, Ohio, Midwest, holding it down. Officer Kazak out of DC, always on the inside, helping us out. And Officer Sawapi Allah from Trinidad coming in, helping us out all the way. I think Captain Nathan on the way. He's gonna be with us real short. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get with it tonight for sure. I don't know where y'all want to start. I want to get busy, fast and furious with it. If y'all want, I can't forget the chat. Yeah, I mean, we are Israel, que bueno, mano. I mean, what's good, man? I believe that's what he's saying. What's good, Akim? What's good, man? What's good hand or something? I think mano is hand, right? Yeah, I mean, Bathawana. We are mano is hand. Kapash.
Yeah, it is.
Mano is hand. Yeah, I mean, Yashar Banath. Holding them with us, Ayazab, holding us from North Carolina, Thashawara, Trifol. You're talking about Trump, that damn devil. I agree with you, man. The map cartographer, that's a hell of a name too. You know what I mean? We got young man Daniel, out of Connecticut, holding it down. Bayana, Shalom sis, Nizam Anna. You know what I mean? The usual suspects, man. We're gonna call out the rest of y'all on the top of the hour again. So there's a few good stories in there tonight, as usual. Big up Arawadia too, always giving us them stories, scouring the internet every week. Officer Arawadia out of DC, always rocking it out with them stories, man. Some good stories tonight for sure. So where y'all wanna start? You want to start with Trump or you want to go somewhere else?
You can, sir, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's so heavy, man. Before we get into the stories, just seeing how Trump was convicted, of those 34 counts, in my opinion, it's only right for the president, to have, those 34 counts of felony, seeing how America was birthed. as being a country full of criminals and started on thievery and murder, it's only right for its leader to be a convicted felon.
Damn. like he can't get away from it. That's his history. That's his pedigree down there. What you say?
Right.
Yeah, and he living up to his forefathers
all the way.
He shouldn't none of them forefathers at all. He's a good son. Yeah, I mean,
he is the perfect son for America, man.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I mean, now you're absolutely right. So where you all want to start with Trump, and then we work our way through the other ones.
God, I'm too wild.
All right, let's rock with it. What number are we on in there? So and they're saying he's leading the polls, correct?
Yeah,
he's still leading the polls. I think he's been leading the polls, especially. I know he totally was ahead in the Republican running when they tried to put that Nikki Haley against him. But now he's set on going into that White House come November. You know what I mean? He's set on going in there come November. I don't think it's on the list, or we might have to you might have to pull it off the Google, or we could start with something else and work to it. But definitely, if it is that Trump is, that's 34 felonies, and I don't know if he get any jail time. What was his sentencing this week? Because the sentencing was this week, right?
Well, he got some more counts. I think he got some more. That's just like with one trial. He may have enough to cover all 50 stars on the American flag. Enough counts to cover all 50 stars before it's over with. Before they get the full investigation and courts.
Damn. So, what they sentenced him with this week? I thought his sentencing was this week.
Yeah, well, he got I think he have the date of sentencing. I believe is somewhere in July. But then he still have other issues in other courts. That's also, I think this may be in was in New York court. But then he has some other legal challenges in other courts that may lead to some felonies. So this is just 34 of 30. I'll just say 34 and counting.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough with him. The map cartographer say, how bad do you think things will get if Trump become president? And he have that name because he make video game maps. Listen, that cartographer name, I already know you know what you're doing with that. Nobody don't even use that word no more. You ought to be in that field to be using that word. We
might can use him, Cav. He's making maps on the video guy. I got a map to hell.
he needs to come here and map out the whole zone. So when this thing goes to hell, we had them underground routes, ourselves. You know what I mean? Lay out the whole terrain, the high ground, the low ground, the flood plains, the swampland. Right. What's going to flood in the fall and be dry in the summer. You know what I mean? But as far as with whether who gets into the office, that's what we got to really look at. It really don't matter if Trump gets in there or Biden gets in. No matter who gets into the office, the Lord's prophecy is already unfolding. Right. So things is going to get worse. If Kermit the Frog in the White House is the Lord already unfolding. The vials is being poured out in Revelation. We living in days like every week there's a recall on all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And that's one of them horses. I think that's the pale horse with the famine and the food and a penny for wheat and something else for barley. But hurt not the oil and the wine. Like we are already in that time. So a lot of people is going to look at Trump as a boogeyman because of how he inspires the heart and the core of white supremacy. But in a way, that's better because now your enemy is sounding off versus Biden, who is, the Pied Piper. He's singing you a lullaby while slitting your throat. You know what I mean? So, it's damn near like it doesn't really matter. That's for our people, we can't really care who in there. We can't care who in there. Well, all we got to care about is obeying these laws, getting up in this school, and paying your tithes, because in that day, Israel gonna need some help.
Damn right.
Israel is gonna need some help for sure, for sure. All right.
So can we start the Hunter Biden laptop?
Let's go. Let's go if you want to go with that. So just to be clear, this week he ain't getting no there was no sentencing for him this week. I thought there was one of these dates was his sentencing.
Last time I heard, I think it was they're gonna sentence him in July.
In July, okay.
That's the last I think it was July 11. It's not July 4th. I think it's somewhere between a little bit after July 4th. Somewhere between the fireworks and the explosions and the C4. Somewhere between there, that's what they're gonna sentence him.
Yeah, boy. Listen, whatever it is, I know it's gonna be a dog fight for that White House because I don't see how Biden beating him. I don't see how Biden gonna have to pull a huge rabbit out of that hat. He gotta pull a kangaroo out of the hat and tell you it's a rabbit. that's the case Biden gotta pull to get in that White House.
And it's a lot good.
Go ahead.
A lot of those they saying that of course those jurors that was on that case, a lot of because they was anonymous, but word is that the information that got out and a lot of their families are being doxxed, meaning along with that lawyer that used to be lawyer that he had, a lot of them is being information got a way of getting out. So I mean, they gonna have to be real careful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's it getting down to the wire, man. It's a power struggle that's happening in this country. You know what I'm saying? And for keeps, and anybody in the way, they want to, it's almost like the mafia, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, you for sure right. Like they know this is their last. They not so much they know, but they could feel that this is their last grasp at power.
Right.
And last grasp to define themselves and define the stronghold on the world. So they're going to be really. If they thought the last election was rigged, this election here is going to be all sorts of malarkey, all kind of backdoor deals and everything just to be able to Game of Thrones down there. It's going to be a Game of Thrones for this White House. Right. For this lot to go wrong here. You know what I mean?
And Salaki, if I could.
Go ahead.
What's so heavy about it is, okay, Biden, he been doing his thing as far as containing the whole Middle East thing. Like how they censoring it and keeping it off the news. He's been doing his thing as far as that. Obviously, he's got a whole team of people that he really, he's not really doing much himself.
Right.
His age and everything like that. He's just letting the show go. You know what I mean? He's just sitting back letting the show go because of his age. But guess what? Donald Trump, the show ain't gonna go just along with the experts. If you don't agree with the experts, he kicking the experts out.
Exactly.
And so it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting how he handles all this stuff because they really, obviously he's gonna handle it like a criminal, but like they really been keeping it on hush what's been going on over there. So it's gonna be real interesting. What how is he gonna play it as the chips fall and as the game falls and the deck of cards start falling? How is Donald Trump going to play it? You know what I mean? Israel, it's time to get right. There's only a little bit of time left.
Yeah. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. You know what I mean? And they were saying, of course, he done put himself in a position where he for sure gonna be in there strong as a strong contender.
Come. That's a lot good.
Yeah, go ahead.
And remember, sorry, Captain I thought just got in. Shalom, y'all.
Yeah, shalom.
So yeah, being that Donald Trump, touted himself as a law and order. The irony is he touted himself as a law and order candidate.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But he's not gonna cancel himself. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to cancel him. He's not going to say, you know what, I'm not worthy to hold this seat in the office. He's not going to recuse himself from me. He's not going to get the votes and say, you know what, y'all, I know y'all want me to be the president, but you know what, because of, you know, my past convictions, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to step down. I'm not going to swear in on the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is right here because it's power. Like this, and then not only that, because of the lawsuits, you know what I'm saying, all, you know, with Stormy Daniels, a.k.a. A Storm is Coming. Stormy Daniels testifying against him and so forth. All these things have created a financial burden on him. And you know how he can get out of the financial burden? The taxpayers' dollars. That's how he can get out of the burden. Cutting deals with foreign dignitaries and ambassadors. That's how he can get out of that financial rut. So really, this is a way that the Oval Office is a way for him to not only to revenge himself of all the, you know what I'm saying, the people who've been going at him, but also to alleviate all of the financial woes that him and his family has occurred over these trials. So like I yield.
Yeah, listen, you so right about that, because okay, I need to look for the video and probably post it. I'm gonna look for it while we on. But you know, I've never seen him do this before. I've seen Trump do a commercial. It's damn near like a GoFundMe he have. It's not GoFundMe, but it's some kind of website, you know, with the core of his base, and they're saying, listen, man, donate. If you want to help this campaign, I'll go ahead and donate XYZ. I've never seen him ask for money before, but he's asking for money now.
Right.
So you're absolutely right. Like they're tapping him out. And it's good to see how these devils fight each other, because they're tapping him out not so much because he's a criminal, but they're trying to weaken him for the damn White House. And that's to show you the oppressor. He's such a devil. He don't give a damn about justice.
Exactly.
Because they'd have tried him before, and you know, they could have tried him a year and a half ago, and then the campaign could have been, how could you let a felon run the country? How could you let a criminal run the country? But they're so scared of him.
Exactly.
This is the best strategy: is to try him before the election year. You're trying, and then you try to bankrupt him. I don't think they understand who stormed the Capitol. No. I don't think they understand.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, he literally have a standing army.
Salakia Cap.
Go ahead, please.
It's exactly what happened with Germany. Like, see, Hitler had a lot of people, and this is what people don't understand about World War. Hitler wasn't. It didn't take Hitler to start World War I. Hitler fought in World War I. He started World War II.
Right.
The World War before Hitler became who he really was. But here's the thing: when he took power, of course, you had the government, the military. But then he had an army that was solely loyal to him. And he put those men in high military positions in the government. But they weren't loyal to the government. They were loyal to him. You understand? Right. They swear before the Führer, not the German Republic or the German whatever government they had. You understand? And that is what you have right here. You have people who will make him an emperor if they have the power to. You understand? So this right here, you dealing with a full out takeover of the government, and they would. It's the thing about this government. You know what I'm saying? Like, Esau has always been in these struggles in every form of government that he's had throughout the ages. You understand? From Rome, from the Republic of Rome, all the way to now.
Right.
So this is what they're dealing with. And see, when that was a watershed moment when they stormed the Capitol, because you had people who were standing government officials, not just teachers and doctors and so forth, but standing government officials, and in the military, I might add, down there and stormed and used their military training and expertise to map out the White House, to know where certain chambers were. They used that against their own government. You understand? Yeah. These historians don't properly put that in the play, but that's what happened. You had cops that were fighting against cops. They were in the police force in their local hometown or whatever, but they had loyal. Look at that picture there. You understand? They had loyalty to what? Not the American flag, not the Constitution, but to a man named Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So many years in a government, you have someone that excels, that becomes the ideology of what they look at a society to be. And Donald Trump is that for the extreme right.
Yeah.
So I yield.
No, you absolutely right, Cap. You absolutely right. And it's so funny how you mentioned the military aspect of it and the backbone and the abilities that group has because they have those ex-military. That's the very fear the oppressor has, which is why he destroys the ex-military personnel with the drugs and the PTSD drugs and all that type of stuff. He on purpose destroys anybody who is not in service anymore, who has any semblance of organization and able to mobilize and strategize because of this very fear. But he thought it would have been us. He thought it would have, like Pharaoh, if they would link up and join the enemies, it would be problems for us. But he never really expected it to be his own people, or if he did, he fell asleep on the job because it's his own people who now mobilize and plan in the background and do all kind of background planning to get into that to make that move, and then to be able to stand by and say that was just a test run. I don't know if you all remember that after January 6th, they were saying this ain't shit. This was just a test run, and they had stormed several state capitals. Also, I know Minneapolis was one. I think
that's correct.
Somewhere in the Midwest. If it's not Minneapolis, Wisconsin, or one of them. Michigan. I know they went up in the state capital with the guns. So with something like that, I mean, if they really want to win the election, they need to treat Trump like he a Negro. And I'm gonna stop right there before they start. Before the Fed knock on the door and say how I'm inciting something. If they really want to stop him, they're gonna have to treat him like a Negro. If they're not treating him like a Negro, then just move aside, Biden. Just pack up all the computers, all the crack in the corner, and just leave the White House. He's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home.
Cap, no, what you're saying, Cap, if I could, it's how you know that the UPK is at the tip of the spear when it comes to these issues, and we put it in perspective for a lot of our brothers and sisters who may not understand the political jargon. But what Captain Shock just said, political scholars agree with what he just said right now. What you just heard Captain Mashak said about how they should deal with Trump, they are pulling the fire alarm right now in America. Yeah. Those ones that's at Harvard and Yale that understand the state of this country, they just said I won't say it in they just said it in a dressed up They said it in a dressed up way, but what they said exactly what Captain Mashak just said, that if you don't put this fire out, it will burn. Damn. Burn to asunder. That's where it's getting ready to go. Right. So what Captain Mashak said, you have intellectuals at Harvard that agree with what he just brought out tonight. Salaki.
Yep. Because yeah, go ahead.
And Captain Mashak, what you said is so true. I on purpose on TikTok follow certain devils on there, certain Edomites, and whenever they go live, I remember I told you about this. I had the video, I screen recorded with a live about 6 months ago, and it was devils from different states, and they were talking about how they were there January 6th, and how they are currently planning, like you said, like something else in the works as far as their state capitals. I know one of the main ones talking, it was a white woman, and she said, they protested before in Austin, Texas, in the Capitol. But pretty much what Captain Yahanna was saying as well, there's a documentary that just came out on Netflix called Hitler and the Nazis. It just came out. I watched it last night and fell asleep to it. But it's very ironic how everything that that's taking place right now in America is damn near the same exact thing that took place in Nazi Germany. And like Captain Kahan said, his supporters, they not looking at the American they're not looking at the process of democracy and they're not believing in true law and order and well let's let the votes play out. They saying listen, it's either Trump or it's Trump. And that's how they talking. And that's exactly how those Nazis they call them the SS or the SA. That's exactly how they were talking. It was like you don't really understand. This is how real power works with
That's
Esau.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And for so long we've been lied to believe that Esau is the epitome of being civilized and his kingdom is civilized and they do things in a law and order way. When in reality, this is what it's always been. This is what it's always been. It's just been dressed up real nice for the slaves. So the slaves can have some sort of hope in this raggedy system. But this is what it really is. He who is willing to be the most violent and the most corrupt is who's gonna win, and we're gonna see it. Lord allow. I hope it go all the way left. That's my point.
Yeah, so like, man, what you all saying is so heavy because it's going to be a beauty to see what America did to these Caribbean countries and to these other countries where they went in and mess up the whole government, make wars. Jamaica, known for for that. You understand? With them brothers fighting against each other. You understand? Now it's going to look real good. You know what I mean? Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, just in Trump would just stand back and watch. You know what I mean? Just stand back. You know what I mean? And watch these oppressors go at it. Because as I said, both sides are a bunch of criminals. They knew that laptop was real. They knew it was real. The FBI, quiet it. They know it was real. They know Biden was getting money from China. They know it. They knew it. But they cover it up. And these devils, these oppressors, they don't like being lied to and cheated on. But they love cheating on other people out the land. They love it. But when they get cheated on, somebody had to die. Somebody had to, something had to happen. Somebody had to pay for it. You know what I mean? Believe in your constitution. You know what I mean? Believe in it now. You know what I mean? Let's see how that's gonna hold.
Right.
Bunch of criminals.
You're so right. I don't know if you remember some years ago, we had that battle in DC with them 4 Trump supporters. And we asked them how they got America. And because they said they believed in law and order. So I asked them, was it law and order when, they took the land from the Native Indians? And a couple of them get out and said, man, we won. Get over it. Forget about it. We won. We beat them. And square. That's exactly how you saying it. That's them.
Yeah,
exactly. So lock.
Go ahead.
I could and see this is going like the Lord is showing Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people the height of criminality, but He's doing it now in the technological age. We read about it in history books, but now you're seeing it in real time. Like He's showing that there's criminality on both wings of the eagle, the left wing and the right wing. There's criminality going on, and to be frank with you, see, I'm just speaking from being down south. See, they didn't do what they were supposed to with their Civil War, and it's gonna come back to haunt them because in the South there's still resentment over the Civil War, and you know who those people are siding with? Donald Trump.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now this is a chance for them to get their get back against the Union. See, they will fight under whatever flag they have for white supremacy. It may be the Proud Boy flag, it may be the Confederate flag, maybe the American flag. Whatever form of white supremacy they have, they will show allegiance to under their cause. So that right there speaks to how war is fought. The the North won the physical war, but they didn't win the political war. The South won that, which is why they were still able to have their Confederate flag and those monuments to those Confederate generals for all those hundreds of years after the war, after they lost.
Right.
So now that is coming back because they didn't do right by black people anyway. But now all this is coming back, and now you're seeing it with the resurgence. What's going on with Donald Trump? Remember, look at this here.
Frog
You know
face.
what I'm saying?
Right.
This is the American way right here. You know what I'm saying? And they had that flag. I remember when they carried that flag in the rotunda. They came in there and they said it was a sacred place, and they defiled the rotunda when they came up in that Capitol with that Confederate flag. But that is what this place is getting. This is why, you brothers and sisters, we are now in the time that we got to come together. The Bible says, gather together, old nation not desired. We now, on this chessboard of life, have to position ourselves because we know we can see the tide. We can see where the tide is going. You know these people are bloodthirsty. You know these people are out for power. They don't care about law and order because the man that they support is a felon.
Yeah, right.
Like how much more you really forcing the Lord hand at this point?
Right.
Because now the Lord is like, he's showing you and you still don't want to listen. Commander General Yahanna has told you this was going to happen. And now you're seeing it right now. 34 felonies. There it is right there. Look at this right here. And look at the painting. Look at the oil painting of all the senators and presidents on the wall. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But see that man there? He's a free man.
Yeah.
Get that. Remember that. If you look, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. If you want to know what freedom looks like, that's freedom.
Yeah.
To be a criminal and enter into the Capitol with a flag that fought against the Union. That's a free man.
And leave alive.
And leave alive.
Right.
But you don't want to support, you don't want to stand with ISUPK. Well, I got news for you. We free men over here.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand? That's the difference. That's why you catch someone like him on the street, he'll respect us. We get more respect from him than a black Christian pastor. You know why? Because even the enemy understands the freedom of another enemy.
Yeah.
Damn right.
So like I yield.
Yep. Yep. Like they didn't really let it fly how egregious this January 6th was. I don't think they really let it fully fly just how bad this thing was and how bad it, what it meant and the signal it sent. And what's the most embarrassing thing for America is they wasn't ready for it and they're still not ready for it.
Right.
They was totally ill prepared for it. Let's not drive through DC today, brother. Muriel Bowser done blocked 25% of the city for these LGBTQ plus people.
Oh my goodness.
A 15-minute drive took me 45 minutes up and down trying to find an open road for these rainbow people. But January 6 people got free reign. Free reign. This place is very, very fragile.
Yeah.
Extremely fragile, and it's a fallacy. It's a superficial fallacy. And when certain things get cut off, you're gonna really see what lies beneath coming out.
Yeah.
And it's a bad day for our people. It's gonna be a very bad day for us.
Because I mean, what you're saying is so heavy too, because for real, like the Lord bringing these, like America thought they could outsmart the Lord, but the Lord bringing this place to a point where, it's more to show blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that these, as I believe as Kazak was saying it, that these are not civilized people you're dealing with. These are bloodthirsty people you're dealing with. You understand? Where Biden on one side, they're already calling him Genocide Joe. He given Israel a ton of money,
right?
And they unaliving babies and young and women across there. You understand? And now you're gonna put Donald Trump, who are 34 charges and counting, in the White House. he is going to what they call pardon all them January 6 people. He's going to pardon all of them walking, all of them coming out of jail if Trump get back in office.
Right.
I know you have a real problem on your hand now, because now they're going to think like they're gods and nobody can touch them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? Nobody can touch them, and it's going to be a problem. So they're in a really tough place, and it's so tough now is everything they're doing on the political side, on the international side, it seems as if it's backfiring on them. They try to make Russia poor. Russia economy is growing.
Exactly.
They try to shut down Iran, and they're coming with it. They have it. You understand? They're trying with the international stuff. This stuff is not working. And Israel is like, I don't know, but the Lord gift wrap Israel for us. You understand? To show blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that these people are not the real Jew. They're just bloodthirsty, just like Stalin, just like any of your Caucasians oppressors that ever rule on the earth. They're just bloodthirsty. That war is really to how to put it? What's the word they use, man? It's the changing numbers, because what I was saying is the Palestinians was growing, and the numbers was going to be more than them, and they couldn't have that. That would be a problem.
Like ethnic cleansing.
Yes, and that's why looking like that, and that's why it is that's what they're doing. Because how are you gonna drop a 2,000-pound bomb? They say, brother, there's a chart to show you that Israel dropped over 75,000 pounds bomb on Gaza on a strip, more than what it dropped in London, in about 3 other European places, more than what America dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You understand? That for what? For Hamas, and they underground, and they say they in 65, almost 65 of the percent of the tunnel still intact. They ain't fooling me.
So lucky, Cap. If I could, they had someone on international television that's from that worked for the Israeli government, and boy, this was a woman. This was an Amalekite woman, but boy, she did a master class on propaganda. I mean, it was. I mean, I'm listening to her. She said, and it's funny because she said, "Yeah, it's not a war crimes. It's war. It's not war crimes. It's just war." And we believe that the Palestinians deserve better representation. Why you bombing them? Now think about it. If you want to work on the representation of these people, there will be more diplomatic means to that.
Yes,
you understand. You don't bomb. See, once you get to violence, the diplomatic is over with. Once it goes to violence, you know what I'm saying? Now you're just waiting you count the spoils of war. But like you said, there's an index. When you start sending so many, because they keeping a number of how many munitions is hitting that land. Same thing with Ukraine. They able to go in there. They're able to look at the barcode on some of them munitions that blow up, and they looking in them areas, and some of them cities are turned to utter rubble. And they saying, well, okay, when you dropping this, if you dropping this many bombs in this type of, because they know the capability of each weapon, they saying, okay, you shoot 100 rounds of this, or you shoot drop 5 of these bombs. What you're doing now is this is not diplomatic. This is not as far as trying to make peace with these people or trying to go after a particular enemy. This is open warfare on a nation. You know what I'm saying? Civilian or military at a certain point.
It ain't self-defense anymore. It ain't self-defense anymore, because remember, the first argument was Hamas rode on them after Tabernacles.
Yep.
Remember, that was the first argument. They totally negate the whole thing when they violate Hamas on them for the Ramadan.
Right.
Hamas rolled on them for the Tabernacles. They showed the whole concert with all them little white girls with the bruised up knees and say this was retaliation. It ain't self-defense no more. Hamas running. Even in your house, Somebody come in your house, they turn their back. You can't shoot them in the back.
Right.
It's self-defense no more. And that's basically what the broad is saying. Like I think I found the chart now. That they started running it down. They're saying destruction equivalent of 2 nuclear bombs. They say 11 tons, the mother of all bombs, Moab, used by the U.S. in Afghanistan, April 2017. The father of all bombs, Russian reportedly the most heavy one. They had a little boy dropped in Hiroshima. First explosion in Beirut in 2020, 1,000 tons. Gaza Strip, 25,000 tons.
Yeah. Look at that.
Between October 7th, hold on, this ain't even all the way up to now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. There's another chart where they show you the extreme to where that man going at. You know what I mean? They're doing it real bad. And the thing about it is the people in the Israeli cabinet, they open about it. They're telling you what they're doing. They in the beginning they said they was going to shut off the water, they was going to starve them of food. All of that taking place right now. You know what I mean? Like, you want to know what real power is on the earth? You see that Israel? Oh, they got a ton of power. You know what I mean? There's no red line to what they're doing. But what's so nice too is this. I don't know if you all heard recently also too. Putin got pissed off because America gave Ukraine the okay to launch into Russian territory. But guess what your boy Putin said? Ain't no sweat. Well, I'm gonna clip up Western enemies with some good stuff. And with them good stuff, and send the boats down to Cuba. Yeah, and they're doing war drills. Right.
And
they're
nice.
getting nice. Yeah, it's gonna get nice and popping just now. Because if one economy going up, then somebody economy going down. And that problem. You know what I mean? You can't have 2 superpowers going at it, you know what I mean, with the economy. Somebody gotta, you know what I mean?
Cap, and what you saying, if I could, what you saying is so right. And what we let brothers and sisters know, they fooled us with that civil rights stuff, talking about sharing power. Power is never shared.
Nope.
Power is only transferred. That's how power works. You don't share power. Power is transferred. So I yield.
And if I could, real quick,
please,
what Captain Kahan brought out earlier too, which is about the history. This is how the Nazis came into power. It's a similar timeline. They called it, I believe, the Night of Broken Glass, where they stormed the Capitol. Guess what? Hitler was a part of it, and then Hitler went to jail. That's where he wrote that book, Mein Kampf, because he went to jail after that night. And then he got out of jail, but they were kind of celebrated as heroes later. And all the people who were part of that Night of Broken Glass or whatnot, where they stormed the Capitol and they got pushed back, they came out later kind of like heroes, which is what these guys are going to come out as once Donald Trump gets back in office. Right. All the January 6th cats are going to be little heroes, and they're going to try to get more power in all their ways with their groups, political. They may form another, a stronger political base, like Republicans for Trump or something, where they're Republicans, but they're their own thing, or whatever they may do. But that's how it happened in Germany. That's how they got more power, because then eventually they became strong again and got more popularity. They were like the brown shirts or something like that.
Yeah.
The Capitol burnt down.
Right.
In Germany. It burnt down, and then after, there it go, not a broken glass.
Crystal not.
After, when Hitler got out and went for office, the Capitol burnt down. The top guy, the Schnauzer, whatever, he stepped down.
Right.
And then Hitler stepped up. So that's how the Nazis came into power all over the whole country. And then when Hitler got into power, he started attacking the so-called small hats and taking their wealth and infusing it into the country. And the country who was having a downturn started having an upturn. And then everybody was supporting the Nazis, and they became like the party from God because they infused the country with money again because they were going through a problem with the money, i.e. when it was COVID, they were having a problem with the money. Then when he came in office, he so-called fixed it, and they became very powerful. Then when they became powerful enough, they made their moves to take some more countries. They invaded Poland and start taking some land from Poland. They made an agreement with Russia where they split Poland down in two, and nobody could stop them. So when Hitler goes back in, not Hitler, Trump. When Trump was back in power,
confess there. I believe
that was all the Lord right there. When Trump goes back in power, they may say, "Well, look, we got to get something. They're gonna take something. They may make a deal, take a country. You know what country's on the for taking out there." So
it's definitely similar, like what you're saying, and it as you say, it's set up so right because Trump is pivoting on that war in Israel and Gaza. He's pivoting on that. He's slowly dropping things like we're gonna stop that war. That's they should stop it. Because remember, even before he was against the war, he was like, I'm not sending anybody's sons to die for something trivial and blah blah. We're gonna pull out of here. We're gonna come out of here. He wasn't a warmonger like everybody else. So it's damn near set up so good for him to just pivot on it, get in there, say what he had to say to get in there. He could run on the whole campaign. I'm gonna stop the war in Palestine, get me in there, I'm gonna make sure and do it. Every Palestinian in America gonna vote for him. Every Ethiopian, every Somalian, every Iranian, every Iraqi, every white sympathizer, every white Arab sympathizer gonna vote for him. And he could just, discomfort them so easily. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's rough. It's absolutely is a good scene though. It's a good stage for us to watch. Like the Lord is putting it together, and who knows how he gonna play? Because the Lord, he gonna have it looking one way, and then it's the other way.
Exactly.
Right.
Everything gonna be looking like, oh, it's this one way, and then the Lord gonna come with something else, and it's just gonna be the other way, and that's just that.
Yeah,
that.
You're right, Carl. Because for years they've been doing that to us. They've been causing us to go against each other. They make the Crips and the Blood. The flood we communities with crack cocaine. They do everything to disrupt us, to keep us down. Now all we had to do, as we're saying, you know what I mean, to reviews all day, just sit back and watch. Why you gonna vote? Who you gonna vote for? You voting for criminals? That's where you're stooping to.
Right.
Nah. Sit back and watch them men go at it. Because if Trump get in there, he can say what he want to get in there. When he get in there, he better do as Israel tell him to do. Baby,
it's something exactly. It's gonna be something different once he actually in there.
Yeah, baby and them run this country, and they getting to see that, and them so-called our necks. They don't like that. You understand? That's why they're the ones who really be pushing that they, you know what I mean, the against the so-called Israelis. You know what I mean?
That's who was on that KKK. That's who was on the list. It wasn't just black people. Remember, they said it was Jews, Negroes, and the LGBTQ. That's all. That was the mantra running it on. So you absolutely hitting it on the head. Like once they get there, you're gonna see them coming out the woodwork more and more. They ain't saying much now, but again, they're strategizing. They're waiting and watching. So we waiting and watching too. Hell, but who's with us is greater than who's with them. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So where we going next?
And if you want to read that laptop from hell with Joe Biden, what's his name?
With Hunter. Yeah, let's get. let's get Hunter, and then I want to slide to Indianapolis, boy. I saw a story this week. Bro, I had to ask RY if I added that shit. My jaw hit the ground when I saw that Joker. It's insane. So, what number is Hunter?
18.
So like I say 18.
18. Let's rock with it. Whoever pull it, let's go.
Hunter Biden laptop reemerges as media embarrassment as it becomes key evidence at gun trial. Hunter Biden's scandalous laptop, which was originally dismissed as Russian disinformation by many media outlets, pundits, and even liberal allies in the intelligence community, was formally entered into evidence and confirmed by the FBI this week in his ongoing federal gun crime trial. The laptop from hell, which is filled with videos and photos of drug use, sex acts, and sensitive business communications, was shown to the jury on Tuesday to try to prove.
I need Elon Musk to put it on Twitter. Come on. Elon, come on. Let's get it. Jesus pages, but these is the deviants, man. Listen, give me, hold on. If I could get, no, keep reading that. Let me look for the scripture, please.
Salakia, and I to show you too. Like your son is a criminal,
Mm-hmm.
and not just a. You know what I mean? He is a drug addict. You know what I mean? He's sleeping with his dead brother's wife. You know what I mean? How low could you be? He get hooked on drugs. How low could you be? And now you want him to run a country and expect him to run it. You know what I mean? Right? He can't run his family, right? Yeah, he had a dusty. You know what I mean? He had to bring Hunter. He had something in the nose before he got the house. You know what I mean? And you want to run a country.
Listen, it's a gun trial, and he had other shit coming in there to make it. It's damn near like the gun charge is the least of the damn problems.
Right. Yes,
right. That's some nigga shit. God damn. Go ahead, go.
It's crazy. I mean, all these sex acts on the computer. It gives a new meaning to the word laptop. all these sexual acts is going on the laptop. Like, I mean, this is a strict threat to national security at this point.
Mm-hmm. So like, and that's what he gets for calling our children super predators. Mm-hmm. What he gets for making that crime bill. If I could just pause right here, could I get Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 6? And you're gonna tell me if this Bible is not real. Mm-hmm. Please, somebody, please pull for me with Solomon 4 and 6. Go ahead.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Hold on, give me start at hold on. Start at 5.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 5. The imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat, yea, meat for nothing.
And that's what you see happening here with America and the East Wing and West Wing and stuff. Their branches are imperfect, and there's nothing ripe. There's no fruit coming for this thing. It's good for nothing, and it's falling apart before the world's very eyes. It's damn near like it's one thing to fall as an empire, and history has to go and do an autopsy on you and say, well, it fell because of this, it fell because of that. But you falling in real time HD live on every platform for everybody to see. You're ashamed. Keep going.
For the children begotten of unlawful beds are witness of wickedness against their parents in their trial.
Come and tell me the Bible ain't real, man. He on trial right now, and he is a witness against his father's wickedness.
That's right.
Hunter Biden is according to the Bible now, Hunter Biden is the proof that Joe Biden is a criminal.
Right.
that Joe Biden is a sinner and unlawful man before the sight of God. Read the scripture one more time, please.
Can. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 6. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witness of wickedness against their parents in their trial.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's Hunter, man. That's the president's son. That's the president big boy. You're toting guns. You're not supposed to carry no weapons. You're toting the straps. You're a drug addict. You're a sexual deviant. What else have you not done? You're taking money from who is this, Russia?
Ukraine.
You're taking money from Ukraine. You're on tape. Everybody heard the tape where you saying, I'll have to talk to the big guy about that. When they ask you about the money. There's a whole audio where he said, I'll have to talk to the big guy about that, referring to Joe.
Yep.
What crime have you not done, Hunter?
Come.
Damn.
And you know, it's so crazy too, as you're saying that. Like, okay, it's almost like all these crimes taking place. And I be wondering if you know what I mean, if people actually seeing it. Like all the lies that took place, like CNN think people forget, you know what I mean? Fox think people forget. But you know what I mean, it's almost to the point whereas we had to now sit back and, you know what I mean, watch this whole mess, you know what I mean, take place. Like you have Hunter, I think it's his Hunter's sister-in-law is the one who threw the gun into the trash. Who does stupid stuff like that? He had to be on crack too. So like you could throw the gun in the trash. You don't think they could bring it back to you? You know what I mean? And that just show who running this place. They're not smart. You know what I mean? And the kids ain't, you know what I mean? They're being neglected. You know what I mean? And he has a Biden has a grandchild that he so like
God dang. The hell? What the hell is this?
Matter of fact, you said we ain't forget. We ain't forget. We ain't forget. I got pictures. Listen, I got pictures here. I can't show. I got pictures. Cannot show.
He got national. He got security clearance doing that.
He took the words out my mouth right there. You know what I mean? That picture, that picture right there.
There's a picture this broad holding up. Marjorie Taylor Greene holding up. That's the same big butch built back bleach.
Yeah.
Marjorie, she holding up a picture. I can't show it. I would like to show it, but she holding up a picture of Hunter squeezing his phalanges into somebody's mouth.
Good night.
Front the damn laptop out, but it's censored out. But you're seeing Hunter face.
Damn,
brother. And you see how crazy that stuff is. How they was able to suppress that laptop. And they knew it was the truth. That laptop was, you know what I mean, it was real. And they didn't do anything about it. Or else Trump would have been in. And then, you know what I mean, it would have been history. Ukraine would have been, you know what I mean, would have been a done deal. You know what I mean? But that was the Lord though. You know what I mean? The Lord made that happen where they now have to go into the Middle East. They ain't leaving there. And they gotta worry about across here now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's crazy, eh?
Brother, imagine in a congressional hearing and grown people pulling up pictures and videos of all the nonsense your son doing. And the public could take pictures of that. And they're holding it up. Like, this is what he did here. This man.
And it's a locket. And see Marjorie Taylor, like that's another one of them Trump supporters. But one thing they doing, they taking it to the court of public opinion, even though it's in court, they putting it out there, you know what I'm saying, to say the emperor has no clothes.
Listen, you're right, Doc. They're playing the game for the election. They don't care about our conviction.
Right. They don't.
No.
Right. That's right. They care about the election. They put the public.
They care about the election. You know, I don't know if this one is kind of, they blur out a whole lot of the images. But they say Hunter. I didn't blur it. They blurred it. Just they had it up to me. I'd embarrass the hell out of him, man. Hunter recorded multiple sex tapes with a prostitute he had paid for out of his law firm's bank account.
Oh God,
brother, and she holding up, brother. It's so much pictures of her holding up evidence. She's in different clothes, holding up different signs.
Yeah, it go come out.
Go ahead, Silaki.
It's gonna come out that he used the president card too.
Yeah,
he paid a sex worker over what $10,000 just swiping or more than that. They're swiping away for one night. So and the who's them people who be around the president? What was the name?
Secret Service.
Secret Service has to come and bang the door down and tell him, "Yo, stop."
So hold on, Cap.
Stop swiping.
Cap. Cap, you're telling me that he getting tax-free ass off the government, and we can't get food stamps. We can't get food stamps, but he can get crack holes off government clearance.
Yes,
that's what we at right here.
Yes.
Hunter in there saying it must be your ass because it ain't your face. Can you you're a tip drill?
Man, come on, bang on that door. I forget the name because the Secret Service have a code name they call him. I forget what his what's Biden code name. Bang on that door and say, "Yo, stop." That is crazy, bro. And you know what I mean? And that should show how much power they have to the point whereas they could have how to put it, like suppress that for years. And they able to go fight in court. You understand? And if it wasn't for the election, we will never know about what this man did. This would have just gone away. They would have just paid him money. This would have just go away. We'd have never know what them men do. But the Lord knows how to, how to bring Esau's shame to the forefront.
If I could, sir.
Good.
If I could. We get Isaiah chapter 47:1.
Go ahead.
Yes, Silaki. Isaiah 47:1. Come. Book of Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
And that's exactly what's happening to America right now, man. The Lord is bringing them down to a very low state. Keep reading, brother.
Come. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That's exactly what's happening today. Like America the Lord is showing who America really is. And you thinking that Joe Biden and his son was something, the Lord is showing you exactly how disgusting they are. If you could skip to verse 3.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea.
And this one right here, you could it's definitely twofold. Because the Lord is showing you who they really are, uncovering their nakedness, and you could take that literal as well, because the goddamn devil got his whole mess all in the streets on that laptop. So lucky.
Yep. He overtaken all the selfies. They think he Magnum PI. He think he think he's effing Tom Selleck.
Good night.
Listen, and this here, them is the cleanest pictures you could find, brother. Like this, he was living like he was, part of Rolling Stone, and he was part of them rock stars. I mean, they showed the pictures with the prostitutes, brother. He have one where he had the camera up on the damn ceiling arc. It was the straight challenge way before the ceiling challenge. I mean, this is who's in charge of the country. This is who's in charge. Hold on. I know now if I'm gonna go ahead, because like I'm gonna put this one after. Go ahead, please.
And just with for those Uncle Toms and Aunt Jemimas out there that believe this is a fluke, like this is a one-off, make no mistake about it. This is who every president has been.
That's right.
The Lord is just now pulling back the veil.
Exactly.
You understand? Pulling back, revealing to us. You understand?
Right.
Those of us that have had faith in America and have had America in such a high light and high esteem, like Captain Hadar just brought out. This is the Lord now showing you, old daughter Babylon, sit in the dust. You know, now you get to see this is what they've always been. Anybody that's ever been close to Congress, there was a big scandal in the 80s about how they were taking homeless Black and Hispanic boys, and it was an entire sex ring that these white congressmen in DC, it was a major, it still goes on, it's just that a lot of stuff is covered up, but it was a major journalist brought out how they take homeless Black and Hispanic boys and orphans from across the country, and they bring them to DC simply to be sex workers. And then they get them hooked on drugs. And that's why a lot of those homeless brothers that you see on the street as grown men,
right?
A lot of those brothers were sex workers for these nasty white politicians. And they so strung out on drugs now that nobody would ever believe their story that, yeah, when I was 15, when I was 13, I was the plaything for such and such congressman. I was the sex toy for such and such congressman. I would get them drugs. Like Hunter Biden is just, this is who they all have always been: drug addicts, sexual deviants, criminals. From the very beginning, George Washington was a damn opioid addict. And that's why his teeth fell out, because he was a damn bass head.
Listen, and truth be told, Doc, you know we got
Good night.
That is Hunter Biden fall asleep with the pipe in his mouth, Doc. You see,
he doing that chemistry.
That was his midterms. That was his midterms, Nata.
Yeah, there ain't no pipe in his mouth, Doc. Nah,
that was his midterms. That was his midterms. That's
Damn.
That man, he's smoking crack unsafe too. He could have burned the whole White House down.
That's a lock here. Hold on. Can I get one scripture, Cap?
Brother, you can get all the scriptures.
Like man, it's crazy, man. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 10. I'm sorry, chapter 10, verse 7. And man, this is why you understand, like what's his excuse? Like, what's his excuse for doing that? Now, your father's the president. This is what you gotta understand. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to come back to the Lord, man.
That's right.
Like, these are the people, like, for years we thought these people would have dignity and integrity. You know what I'm saying? But all they do, they just dressed up, you know what I'm saying, and all this, you know what I'm saying, government jargon they have, and all these nice suits. But this is who they really are.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you. This scripture right here gonna tell you right here, because he saw this, the prophet saw this thousands of years ago. In every captivity we was in, those people are not, these heathen are not better than us. You understand? Let's get that scripture right. Look at this nonsense right here. Who you think you, James Bond, with a crack out? This scripture right here, my brother.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 7.
Oh Lord.
I have seen servants upon horses.
You hear what the prophet is saying? I've seen servants upon horses. A horse is a high position. A horse being on a horse is an esteemed position. You understand? But he's the prophet is saying, I've seen servants upon horses. That's out of place. A servant is not supposed to be on a horse. Sorry, Cap.
Now I was just going to add with a crack pipe in his mouth.
Exactly. Right. You know what I'm saying? They on the horse with a crack pipe in their mouth. They on the horse smoking crack. You understand? So he's letting you know that, look, I've seen servants upon horses. Go ahead.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
And guess who the princes are? You Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian brothers.
That's right.
You the princes. But you walking on the earth like servants. But you supposed to be on that horse.
That's right.
Because you got brothers in the ghetto. And listen, even though they catching hell and so forth, they would judge more righteously in power than they would.
Yes.
You got brothers that's in the ghetto that they would, if they had the power, like you got brothers that's in the ghetto, in hell, in utter poverty. If they had power, they would be able to stop these wars.
Yes.
With the power that these heathen have. Yes. They would be able to stop it. But they don't have, but we are servants upon the ground. Why? Because you know why we like this? Because we turned against our God. You see? But if you turn back to your God, back to the righteous laws, statutes, and commandments, America got laws, but do they follow it? See? And they changed their law. Their way of governance is all about loopholes and pay to play. You understand? Right. They don't have any, they're not a lawful people.
Nope.
Because when you see this man right here, he has government access to government funds. Probably got unlimited funds on some of them cards. Got secret service at his will. He's in a hotel smoking crack with hoes. His vices has compromised national security and the credibility of his father. This is why you got to understand this scripture, man. that everything in this place is upside down, but Christ is coming to put it right side up. And we have to position ourselves to get ready to get back on the horse. And we can't do that if we sinning, if we doing what they doing.
Right.
We supposed to be separate from them. But if you smoking crack with 100 Biden, then you can't rule. When you put the drugs down, when you put all that down, now you ready to get on the horse. Now you're able to take the reins of a horse. And now God your nation. You understand? And God, and to be honest, like the scriptures say, we're going to guide foreign affairs with other nations.
Right.
We're going to tell them, you can't plant this. You can't go here. You can't invade this country. You can't do this. You can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Poison the water and do this. That's how it's going to be when we turn back to our God. So I just wanted to bring that scripture out, Cap. So like I you.
Shall I say if I may?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
And you know, coming out, you know, every time we bring out what we've been taught in the ISUPK under Commandant General Yahanna, and you know, again to order for Commandant General Yahanna, even being down here in the Caribbean, now it's like a black man showing you both sides of the picture. You being in a position of not following these instructions, and you coming out at that position by following these instructions.
Exactly.
Right. And then you look at what Commanding General Yahanna, and this is why we always say that, you know, he's the only man with the rank and the authority to really bring back black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people back together again. Because that authority comes from the Most High God and through, you know, King Yahushua. And this is why it's so important as we tell brothers and sisters, hey, or you come to class, or you log in, because it's important right now. Because look at what's taking place right before we eyes. And you know what happening before we eyes as well? That reminder. And this is why it's so important that we should really pay attention as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. Yes,
You're right.
If I could say something real quick too.
Please.
This reminds me of, this is the story. I came up in Indiana, right? This is where the KKK started. They taught us in high school. There was a time when the KKK had so much political power, one of their members was running for president and he was about to win. They had so much political power. What stopped them in their tracks, a lot of their leadership had a party here in Southern Indiana at a mansion, and they had a prostitute at the party, and they abused her, beat her, bit her, burned her, did all these things to her where she was basically about to die. And they dumped her body, but her body was found before she died. She told the authorities who did it to her and what happened. And pretty much everybody at that party went down for that. She ended up dying. So all the KKK members who were high up, the highest ones at that party, went down. And their president candidate, whoever his name was, he was not able to win because behind that incident. These are the type of people we dealing with. These are the type of people we dealing with. Where to see what happened with Jeffrey Epstein, they used to talk about this years ago and called it Pizzagate, where they were saying, "Oh, they're sleeping with children, and they have these underage children, and they're doing all these things." Come to find out, more than most of it's true. They had a whole island dedicated to pedophilia.
Yeah.
Then when they come out, dude ends up dead in jail.
God.
So you dealing with Caligula. You know your history. Do your research on Caligula. He was a Roman emperor. Nero, another Roman emperor. You know, Caesar. Caligula was famous for having parties and murdering people and murdering prostitutes.
Right.
Caligula was doing. We in Rome again.
Damn right.
You know who Hunter Biden is? Caligula, 1,000 years ago. In the same way, we got away and out of that Roman imperialism is how? Through Christ. Through following a black man named Jesus Christ.
Damn right.
Keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. So blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, come out of this nightmare, man.
Exactly.
Martin Luther King's dream is a nightmare. We in a nightmare.
Right, bro.
This is a nightmare. We are seeing the PG version of what this guy has been doing. What this Hunter Biden been doing. It's the PG version. Because I'm sure the Secret Service said, "Oh, you can't." I know it's legal and it's supposed to be part of this case, but this can't come out.
So lock.
Go to Slack. I know.
No, Cap, what you saying? You just saying this is a forerunner of what's about to happen because Elon Musk got something called X, but now it's about to get triple X rated because now you ain't really seen the Lord. He gonna let it all come out before it's over.
Right.
The Lord is a judge. He's slow walking the evidence. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He's hearing both arguments, but the Lord is about. I mean, there's an old saying. They say truth is stranger than fiction. Boy, like I said, a lot of people's eyes are not ready for. They're gonna think it's AI when it come out. I'm gonna tell you, that's how bad it's gonna be when the Lord will bring a lot of this stuff out. That's why they trying to hurry them run AI because they can say maybe we can deep fake some of this stuff, but some of this stuff is gonna be real. You're gonna be like, oh, I know that's what's the name. I know that's what's so and so Caligula, and he was a monster. I mean, he brought a horse. He made a horse a standing senator, I believe.
Yep.
I mean, he brought a horse. You know what I'm saying?
The horse too. I believe he married the horse and then made the horse a senator.
I mean, man, it was. I mean, Rome was hell with us under that, man. But like what you said, the doctrine what Christ told the disciples, that is what preserved us. And I feel bad for a lot of these. Voting is obsolete at this point.
That's it.
It's obsolete. You can say what you want to say about the vote. First of all, you don't have a strong voting block anyway because you integrated. That's the first thing. Okay. You understand? The black vote is divided between the LGBTQI mafia, the feminist movement, all these other different movements. You don't have any strong vote anymore. You can hang that up. You understand? Right. And furthermore, those Democratic leaders, when they got something they don't agree with in the Congress or the Senate, they abstain their vote. They withhold voting. They didn't ever tell you that though. To say we're gonna hold our vote. But when it comes time to election, they tell you to vote all the time. Man, come on, man. You better get wise to this thing, man.
You're right too, Kat, because for sure on that voting, if black people really understood or they really teach that in the school, that whole voting things in school, they'll get to understand that voting is really down to how much money you're putting towards this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't putting no money towards the campaign, then that pothole that's right in front of your house is going to turn into a creek. It's going to be right there until next year.
Right.
Until you you know what I mean, able to come up with that money to go sit down with your mayor or whoever is in charge of your city. You understand? And a good example is this. There's I forget what city is not city, but it's in what county it's in right here in North Carolina, where they ran a ton of pigs, right? So there is pig farm. So they're saying the pig waste goes into like a lake. When the lake gets filled up, they have a pump and they flush it out and you gotta spray it out on some field. But brother, that they spray that stuff so high that it ends up on people houses, on children playing, on the clothes on the line. Faces.
What the hell was that shit?
Faces. You understand? Guess what? The people can't do anything. Why? They don't have the money to pay, you know what I mean, to give to the to fight so that pig farm don't be there. How in the hell you have a pig farm there spraying pig feces in the air? The kids saying, grandma, it raining. Ain't no rain outside. That's pig doo-doo.
Listen,
you're taking a line. It's on
what in the fuck I hear there?
It's on Netflix right now. You are what you eat. And they're showing you, they know what they're putting in the food. They know what they're doing to the food. They're telling you what they're doing to the food. But this whole place is just built on lies and criminals. I'm not lying to tell you. You know what I mean? You watch that and crackhead. Yeah.
And these heads. Listen, he looked like he good and blasted. And this last blast going put him out. And listen, that hoe who lights in the pipe, she a wicked devil. She's a wicked devil.
She ain't saying, look, you the president's son. Stop.
Listen, look at his eyes. He already blasted. She ain't even saying, well, you know, you good. You let's save this for tomorrow night, baby. This, you know, she holding that lighter dog harder. His face looking like it's ready to fall off.
Hey. And they in the shower too. Like, how you smoking in the shower? Like, what the hell is that?
Yo, listen, they say there's a video of the thing. I ain't gonna play the video because I know they're gonna flag it. But brother, listen, what's that?
Hey, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
I would not be surprised, and everybody watching, you heard it here first. A couple years down the line, if this place is still around, they are going to make a blockbuster movie about this cat, and they're gonna turn it into how he lived like a rock star. Yep. They're gonna spin it how like he, you know, this how they do it every time Esau is a criminal and a deviant and a crackhead. They spin it like he lived a rock star life.
Yep.
Like you know, every white man's dream, and they gonna glamorize this crackhead. But if this was, you know, meanwhile, we were crack babies and base heads and welfare queens, and meanwhile, America on the news media, what Captain Kahan would say, predatorial journalism.
Right.
You devils, you found every occasion to slander God's chosen people when we were hooked on crack. And we should have never tried crack, but the reality is you devils put it in our neighborhoods on purpose to destroy us. And then on top of that, you had no compassion. You had no compassion, no understanding when our uncles and aunties was crackheads and stealing and suffering and having these premature babies. But you gonna turn around and you gonna glamorize this goddamn crackhead. This is a crackhead, and people gotta call it for what it is. This is a crackhead. This is a crackhead's crackhead. And y'all, they gonna glamorize it. Watch, Hollywood gonna make it. They gonna make a blockbuster movie about how this damn devil lived the ultimate party. This is disgusting. This is America right here. It's like
right, firecracker.
Listen, I haven't even given it a few years, because I think by next year, I think the appetite for the public is no longer as conservative as it once was. I think that COVID period done sped up people's appetite for, extreme entertainment. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I could see that coming out next year. I could see it being done. Yeah, you know what I mean? I could definitely see it being done. Right after the Diddy movie, they're coming out with Hunter. Diddy at 9, Hunter at 11. Don't change the channel. You see, they already come out with the dude from the Clippers, the owner of the Clippers, who said don't hang out with Magic Johnson. He got the AIDS.
Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling. they don't make a series called LA's Next Team or LA's Other Basketball Team, and it's about the whole thing with V. Stiviano and Donald Sterling. Is a whole high profile type thing. So I think you're right, God. I think you're right. And listen, with that, if I could, I want to hit 2 stories before we roll. Just based on what you were saying there with how they would predatorize us, I definitely want to say Salakia to that brother out there in Detroit. Yeah. I have to say Salakia to him. I have to say 1,000 Salakias, brother. I hope you could forgive me if you ever see the video, because I definitely laughed. But we for sure came on the back end and gave the excuses. But no, we did not at all vouch for this brother as he could be innocent. And that's testament to how heavy the witchcraft and the oppression is of America and our people. Like, we gave what he could have been going through. We gave he must have had a reason to break the law, but never, this man is innocent.
That's right.
I've never crossed even the mind. And I have to say Salakia to that brother. If we could get if somebody could pull that story real quick before the time run. I don't want to jump to Indianapolis too, on the back of what Kapash was bringing out with that KKK out there. But if we could get that story with the brother from Detroit, please. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's in the list we have.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the list, man. To pull it.
I could send you the story. I think I sent the story to somebody.
Yeah, Carson, it's on Facebook. I'm pulling it up now.
Okay, to what?
Okay.
Because this brother went viral all over the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, people laughing at him in all different types of languages. And come to find out, they was absolutely wrong, and this brother was not breaking the law at all. The shit is, and listen, that not going viral. The fact that he was innocent. It's not going viral. That's crazy. Go ahead, brother.
Kawakan. Driver who went viral for appearing at Zoom hearing for driving with suspended license went to jail over clerical error. It's very embarrassing. The Michigan motorist who went viral last week for attending his virtual Zoom court hearing for his suspended license while driving was sent to jail due to an apparent clerical error, according to a report. Corey Harris, 44, attended his virtual hearing on May 15th for charges related to an October traffic stop in Pittsfield Township, Michigan, where Washtenaw County Judge J. Cedric Simpson was dumbfounded to see him behind the wheel when he Zoom called into court. In the clip, the judge grilled Harris and his public defender, asking them if he was driving while appearing in court for his suspended driver's license. Harris casually admitted he was, which prompted Simpson to revoke his bond and order him to turn himself in at the Washtenaw County Jail by 6 p.m. that day. The video of the hearing soon went viral and garnered him massive unwanted attention online. with many in disbelief that he would brazenly appear in court while driving. However, new details in the case revealed that Harris had had his license reinstated for over 2 years.
Come on, man. 2 years. He been legal and good to go for 2 damn years, Ark. Go ahead.
But it never appeared on his file due to a clerical error. His driver's license was suspended in 2010 for unpaid child support with the Saginaw County framed the court.
And that's what General Q was saying last week.
Yeah.
General Q was saying he probably lost the license over the child support. And this is child support from 2010. So he was without a license for 12 years over damn child support. This place is ridiculous, sir.
If I could, sir.
Yeah, please.
Let me get a scripture, Isaiah 32:7.
Mm-hmm.
If I could.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 7. The instruments also of the cruel are evil.
You're churl. Go ahead.
He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words.
That's exactly what happened with this brother. You understand? The wicked devised. He came up with an evil way to destroy this brother with child support. And then after the child support, suspending his license. You know, this is just an evil thing that they do to us. You know, putting up fees so the brother can get his license back when really he already had his license and he should never been going through that in the first place.
Exactly.
These things that they come up with for us is all to keep us in hell and keep us down. And that's what the scripture is talking about. The devices they use to destroy the poor with lying words, saying that this brother didn't have no license.
Crazy.
That's heavy, I could, so like it.
Yeah, you're right, Ark. It's crazy, Ark. It's crazy. And I would imagine, would he have had to be pulled over for this to even come up in court? Yeah, I mean, like,
that's usually how it works.
Like, so he get pulled over, he showed them the license, they would have seen it's valid, but in their system it's not valid, so they had to run it through anyway. Oh man, read on a little more.
Oh God. His driver's license was suspended in 2010 for unpaid child support. But a judge rescinded the suspension in January 2022. But the Michigan Secretary of State's office confirmed on Friday that it never received the clearance notice that he paid some fees. So the suspension was never lifted, according to the outlet which first tracked down the clerical error. Harris said he spent 2 days in jail after turning himself in following the hearing, and now fears the incident may tarnish his reputation. With the type of ties that I have with the church and the community, it's very embarrassing, Harrison told WXYZ TV. In the viral video, Harris tells Simpson he is pulling into a doctor's office parking lot for an appointment. He told the outlet the appointment was for his wife's worsening medical condition. And that was his only concern at the time.
That's the same thing. Now, in fact, you were saying that he could have some health problems. He could have some health issues that he dealing with, that he ain't sweating it. And that's what he's saying. He wasn't thinking about no damn license. He have somebody he had to take care of. Go ahead.
Oh, God. What was I thinking? I was thinking about getting my wife medical help, Harris told the news station. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I got a suspended license. I don't care about all of that. Harris said he's been down to the Secretary of State's office since the error was brought to his attention, hoping it will be resolved. Always double check behind these workers. because they will say they will do something and they don't do it, he told the outlet. It's unclear why his public defender or the Pittsfield Township Prosecutor's Office did not catch the error months ago.
Yeah, it's very clear to us. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. That's why.
Right.
Because he paid money. You didn't put it in the system. The police ain't catch it. His lawyer ain't catch it. The judge ain't catch it. Nobody catch nothing. Nobody ain't read the case file because the cops would have had to say he has a valid license, but it's not in our system.
So
Go ahead.
If I could, I would do something similar where with a traffic ticket, and I had a traffic ticket, man, and I paid the traffic ticket, but I paid the traffic. The traffic ticket was paid, but what I did, I always keep my receipts. So I had them email me the receipt, and lo and behold, I always say my receipt. So I want to say it was about 6 months later, I got a letter saying that I ain't pay a traffic ticket. My license about to get suspended. I had to call the people to say, hold on, I got the receipt right. They said, do you have proof? I said, yeah. I said, y'all should have proof too. They said, we don't have it on record. When I sent them the receipt, they said, oh, we made a mistake on our end. I said, well, because I didn't make this receipt up. This is who you are. This is your circuit court here. And so show us them people they don't be doing their job. And a lot of times they do it like that to railroad you. You know what I'm saying? So if you get anything, for you brothers out there and sisters, you get any traffic ticket, anything, you keep records of everything with these people. Keep everything you did with in court, keep record, whether it's child support, traffic tickets, whatever. Keep a file on everything that you get with these courts, because this is a lesson about how these courts do black men. It's black men and women, Hispanic, Native American, Indian men and women. You know what I'm saying? So I do it.
No, you're right. You're right. And then this a last point. I think I was talking to Kazak earlier this week about it, and he made a good point of how this brother, he's what you would call, because I break it down now. We talk about he's a good citizen. Please,
come on, sir. Like, this is okay. He's what every white person should be. Like, this is a law-abiding citizen. Like, this brother, who he knew he went and took care of his business. He knew it. And this brother still, as a man, looking back at it, he did it manfully too. The judge told him he had to turn himself in. He didn't beg for understanding. He didn't try to contest it. The brother looked confused, but he went and turned himself in manfully and sat in jail as a man, knowing that he did what he was supposed to do. He saw January 6th, they had to come and find you fugitives, you vagabonds, you criminals. They had to come and find you for actual crimes you committed. And you claim to be the people that is for law and order. This is a brother this is who's for law and order. This brother, and this is how we are not like them. This brother is the perfect example of what you devils should be like, because he did the right thing all the way around. Maybe if you devils were like this brother, America would last, but it's not going to last because you're not like this brother. You will find to escape judgment and justice to life.
Bro, you so right. He turned himself in, even though he was innocent, to his own detriment. He spent 2 days, I think, sitting down.
Yeah.
He spent 2 days, 48 hours in jail for something he did not do. He turned himself in. That could have repercussions that could have on his slavery. Who's gonna take his wife to her medical care now?
Right.
Could get worse and more complicated, or even pass away. And he did it, you say, like a man. He went in there and did it like a man. He worried about the church. Brothers like this have a place in the UPK. Commander General Yahanna would celebrate a brother like this, man.
That's right.
That's right, Cap. A full salute from everybody for how he stood and what he did, and being right and standing up. You see, and I ain't even thinking about no suspended license. I'm here to get my rib from the care she need.
Right.
We need more of him, man. We need more of him. Like, he should be the judge. He should be a black cloak, dishing out justice and judgment. Right. The judge asked one question, like what we were saying. He didn't ask a question. He just sought to punish him. But if that was a white man,
Exactly.
Judge would have asked, what would have compelled your white flesh to do something so black?
That's a lock you can.
Go ahead, please,
And you know what? It's heavy. Cause Akamai brought out about January 6th, man, because you had people that went down. I just can't get over this. You had people that went down there that were they were still able to practice law after they went to January 6th. Like they went back to their law firm and went back to working like nothing ever happened. A lot of them went down there. They done stole this. They done stole certain memorabilia and things out of people's offices. There were doctors and everything. These are people that have professions, and they didn't turn themselves in. They went back to working like everything was normal.
They committed felonies.
Huh?
They committed felonies.
They committed felonies, and then now, that picture is in some Cracker Barrel in Alabama. Of the senator, the senator and his wife is in some Cracker Barrel in Alabama because they got it up. The person brought it back down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what goes on. But once again, this is what it teaches you about law and order and about power. It just shows you how backwards this place is. Like Captain Shock said, this brother here, he was unjustly charged and he turned himself in. You know what I'm saying? Now you ask yourself, would they do that for their government? He did that. He did that because he believed in law and order for a government that abuses people for over 400 years.
Right.
You got the president's son smoking crack in a shower, smoking sherm in the shower. A shower sherm or a sherm shower.
and then spend 1 hour in jail or 1 minute in jail. Not one. Name a second.
Gafara.
And he on a damn gun charge as well.
Right.
And he on a gun charge as well.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm saying too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cap. No, go ahead. I'll come in after.
So I just want to say too, I went on the Innocence Project. A lot of people may not know the Innocence Project is a group of an organization of white people. Pretty much, their mission is to go and work on the cases and exonerate those who have been wrongfully convicted for whatever reasons. And I put up some statistics, and it says 75% of the inmates that have been exonerated after a guilty conviction are Black and Hispanic. And just hearing this story, could you imagine how many brothers' lives have been negatively impacted from something as simple as a clerical error? Like that's how small it took, something so small for this brother's life to completely be upended. Like this is, and like you said, like this brother for forever. Like the memes is already out there. The internet is forever. Like we can come back now and try to, and tell the truth about what happened to him, but it's the negativity has already taken flight. The memes is out there. You know what I'm saying? So like this brother, I just thank the Lord that it didn't get worse, where this brother is still sitting behind bars like many Black and Hispanic men and women are right now because of a quote unquote clerical error or just complete terrible functioning of the justice system. Like this is a place here that your freedom is, they can make a mistake and wrongfully convict you, and 20 years later, oh, we found out, you weren't we had the wrong guy. Sorry. Like, that's good night.
Salaki, if I could.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this is so crazy. This is like a microcosm of what this whole kingdom and what this whole oppressor's power stands on. Lies. His whole like when sometimes we do the TikTok live streams and and devils come on the stream and try to make it seem like Black people did nothing and Black people ain't nothing and they're all criminals and this and that, until I start hitting them with the facts about who created the light bulb, who created the combustion engine,
right?
Who did all these things? They don't even know. It was a Black man named Lewis Latimer whose name is on the patent for the right light bulb filament. The dude Thomas Edison just owned the company. they are built off of lies. Their whole everything is built off of lies. Lies on this brother right here. Lies on you, black man. Lies on you, Hispanic man, Native American man. They done lied so good. Scriptures call them the most subtle beasts of the field. They got people believing that Mexicans are illegal immigrants on a land that belonged to them, that they were here first. Now, catch that. They were here for 500 years. Now, the oppressor has lied so much that they have people believing that they're illegal immigrants on land that their forefathers lived on for 500 years. Stop making so much damn noise.
If I could,
sorry, go ahead.
No sweat. Yeah, you listen. You right, Kapash. You absolutely right. You know what I mean? Like you could never really trust what he's saying. But again, the witchcraft and the oppression, it be something else. You know what I mean? Again, I want us to apologize. What's his name again, Kazak?
His name is Slaki.
I think it's like in the second paragraph.
It is.
Dario, no.
Something Harris.
I believe it's like the second paragraph.
Why are you looking for it? Matter of fact, let's add to what
yeah, go ahead, please.
Pastor was saying too. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, they lied so much to us into making us think that we should forget about slavery. Now we forgetting about slavery. Of course, to us, Hitler might be the most evil person on the planet. But really and truly, the oppressor, he's the most, you know what I mean, evilest, you know what I mean, person on the planet. You understand? They did, you know what I mean, so much unaliving on this earth. And, you know what I mean, and to put us in captivity for over, what, 400 years, and then have us forget about it, and to paint a picture that, you know what I mean, that somebody else is worse than what they did to us in captivity. Nah. You know what I mean? We forget about it to the point whereas now we're seeing the after effects. The after effects is this right here, where we don't even give our brother like the benefit of the doubt to being, you innocent.
Right.
And that's because, you know what I mean, we've been taught to forget about what the oppressor did to us. So now we don't know who the enemy is.
Right.
You understand? We not clear on who the enemy is, but guess what? He clear on who his enemy is. He's very clear on who his enemy is.
So his name is Corey Harris.
Corey Harris. Listen, man. Again, I just want to say again, 1,000 hold on. Where's the brother? Where's the thing? 1,000 Salakias to this brother, man. Salakia 1,000 times. I should have been a better brother to you. I know that you could have been innocent. And the devil, the white man who is the devil, it's highly possible he's the one who made the mistake. He was guilty. He was wrong.
That's right.
Oh, man. That's a good lesson I learned there going forward. Let's just get them brothers the benefit and sisters the benefit of the doubt. I had to see tape. I had to see a tape of it. Right. See a of it. Because listen, when they showed that tape of Diddy beating Cassie behind, some people were saying it probably wasn't him.
Right.
People was giving Diddy the benefit of the doubt because he was a black man with money, but a poor black man. Everybody gets to ridicule and laugh, but nobody would apologize to him. Everybody should apologize to this brother with the same fervor that he was sharing memes and making fun of him and doing all kind of shit when this brother was in the right.
Right.
He was in the right. They was wrong.
That's right.
They was wrong. That old coon judge.
Right.
So like it go on.
Now I just want to if I can get one scripture, if I could, Cap, Matthew chapter 5, verse 18. Since they want to talk about clerical errors in the law and what they
right.
This is one. These are the laws that we have. There are no clerical errors.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the UPK, and once again, we understand the scriptures are of no private interpretation, and Christ is going to let you know this. If you want to know if there's any clerical errors in God's law, you're going to hear from the King himself right here in this scripture, Matthew chapter 5, verse 18.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 18. For verily I say unto you.
Right, verily means truly. Go ahead.
Till heaven and earth pass.
Heaven and earth is still here. You can go outside. You can see the earth. You can look in the skies tonight and see the heaven. We are.
One jot or one tittle
meaning
shall
one jot, meaning one dot of the I, one crossing of the T. Go ahead.
Shall in no wise pass from the law till it be fulfilled.
You understand? Till it all be fulfilled, man. Then you know, ain't no clerical errors in these scriptures.
That's right.
Christ said he come in the volume of the book. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no clerical errors over here. In Esau's law, because he got all kind of errors and things they do. You trust in this law. You understand? You trust in God's law. You stand out. That's what is heavy. What Captain Meshach bringing out, man. You know what I'm saying? The edification of Israel, man. Like this right here is something that we got to understand. And this happens every day in this government. Every day. But imagine those that you know what I'm saying, that go nameless. It's a good thing actually that he got the attention that he did, so they can probably investigate it a little bit more. Because imagine the brothers and sisters who don't get the attention. You understand? But we have Commanding General Yahanna, man. You understand? ISUPK, a priest and prophet who able to break down and interpret the law, because these people, they interpret the law whatever way they can get out of it, whatever way they can convict you. You understand? And our laws, one jot or one tittle is not gonna pass till all be fulfilled. That's the key.
Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think we should start some petition that the person who made the clerical error and didn't file the damn receipt should get fired.
Yeah,
I'm right. Should lose their job, because this could have cost this man his life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This could have cost this man his literal life and his life, you know, behind bars.
Right. His wife's life too, right?
And his wife's life. You know what I mean? Like so I think I'm gonna go do that. I remember I started the petition to take away the child from the devil who let the child play with by the alligator pond in Florida. I don't know if you all remember that. It was right after the Harambe incident.
Yep.
And I got a good few thousand signatures too until Facebook stopped sharing the damn petition. I'm gonna sign this one here. I'm trying to make my penance for even joining the line with this brother's situation here. I'm gonna go do it. Right. That person that who is in that Detroit MVA who did not file the receipt, and if that person don't work there no more, no problem. Let the manager step down.
That's right.
All right.
Let the manager step down. Somebody had to bite the bullet for this one. If this brother had to face the shame and all kind of shit, somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody do it, man. If I could, before we roll, let me get that bonus story, because that bonus story is a horror story and it's right in line with what Kapash was bringing out. That bonus story is right at the top. It's not numbered. It's all the way at the top of the email. Let me get that story, please.
Come on.
It's right at the top of the email. It's not numbered. It says bonus. You all see it?
Yeah. I've seen it, yeah.
Please.
Oh, God, sir. 10,000 pieces of remains found. What we know about the Herb Baumeister serial killer case. Hamilton County, Indiana, the investigation into an Indiana serial killer has gained renewed attention after more remains found on the suspect's farm have been positively identified. The remains belong to Jeffrey Jones, officials said in May. They were originally recovered in 1996 from Fox Hollow Farm, the home of suspected serial killer Herb Baumeister. in Westfield, Indiana. It's believed Baumeister targeted gay men, luring them from bars to his home in the 1980s and 1990s before killing them and disposing of their bodies on the property. He was under investigation for about a dozen deaths when he died by suicide in 1996. The investigation began when Baumeister's 15-year-old son stumbled upon bones on the family's 18-acre estate. The Hamilton County Coroner's Office has been working to give names to the remains of victims found on the sprawling estate. Officials say more than 10,000 pieces of remains have been recovered, including bones, fragments, and body parts. However, identifying who they belong to is difficult because many of the remains were found burnt and crushed. This investigation is extremely challenging, said Jeff Jellison, the Hamilton County coroner. Investigators believe there are at least 12 victims, possibly more, though they have only positively identified 3. Here's what we know about the case and its developments.
Listen, they're saying 12 victims. They got 10,000 body parts. 10,000 body parts on this millionaire Baumeister's farm, 18 acres. So you know he got, guap money and Indianapolis, probably connected to the damn clan and been missing people. You just go missing from what, the 80s they say, or the early 90s?
Of 80s and 90s.
Oh man. And he just buried them. He probably feed them to the pigs, bury them, put bodies in rivers, all kind of nonsense. Like this is who, and listen, he looked like any insurance salesman. He looked like old foreign doctor you had to go to about something.
Right.
It's like a cap. He looked like he was a copycat to that John Wayne Gacy.
Or Dahmer.
Yeah. No, but John Wayne Gacy, he was doing the same thing. He was luring them gay men and then unalive and then killing them and then burying them right around his house.
Right.
Do the same. So like he did the same thing too. He was luring gay men and then just throwing them or burying them right around his acre.
I would like to know what was the nationality of these men. That's what I want to know.
Right.
And so lock your cap.
Go ahead.
This is a gay serial killer.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. See, the LGBTQI community, they got to hold this L. They got to hold this. They got to hold this along with the other ones, along with the gay school shooter, the transgender school shooter. And all of this is going on, and it's going on in the LGBTQI community right now.
Right.
There's the dark side of the rainbow. This is what you have going on. And this is LGBTQI month. But they don't highlight these stories.
Right.
You understand? I'll never forget in New Orleans, when we went out to camp, Bar and the rest of the brothers down here went out to camp. And I remember when they have a festival, some kind of LGBTQI festival every year where they come from all over the world. And we out there, and I'm talking to this brother, he a vendor on the street, a brother that support the truth. You know what I'm saying? He give donations and so forth. We was out there talking, and man, I was like, man, and I remember we were seeing so many LGBTQI community people, we didn't really know what was going on. And the sky was getting real dark, like about the storm, but it was getting dark out there, man. And we talking to the brother, was like, man, yeah, brother, what's going on? He said, man, and the brother sold purses. And he was like, man, I don't be wanting to sell my purses to these people. I'll be trying to sell, I make my purses for women, for the women. And he said, man, it be so, but these rich white men be coming out and they be buying these poor gay black men, these poor young gay black men purses. They be taking them, you know what I'm saying? Really, they like sex workers. Let's just keep it real. These transgender sex workers. And he said, man, they gave the city over to them, man, every year. And he said, man, every year they come down here, they bring bad weather with them.
Damn.
And I never forget that. He's an old man. He said, man, he said, every year they come down here, it's storm. It's a bad storm. It's almost like dot on when they come down there, man. But that lets you know what's going on in that community. You got predators like that prey on poor, disenfranchised Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian men.
Right.
Transgender, and they know this. What we bringing out, the LGBTQI movement know this verbatim. That's why they don't want to hear it on the streets. That's why they run from these type of conversations. They can talk about all the flamboyantness and all this other stuff, but when you bring out stories like this, then they shut their mouth.
Right.
Because they know there's a person like this in their community, and they prey on Black people that's gay in the community. They know that. We challenge any of them that try to come up against the UPK on stories like this. They run from it. So, like, I yield.
You're right, Al. Like, I definitely have to bring that one out. I mean, y'all could go look it up. The whole thing is just real diabolical. And you would, now you had to open your eyes and be like, these devils who are around, what are they doing? What is going on in the basements? Like, listen, I said it before in just the logic of 1 + 1 is 2. I remember when that gentrification really started to ramp up in DC, a lot of kids were starting to go missing. And it's just like, check any house with one of them flags. And I'm saying it now after this damn story here. Them missing kids, go check the basements of them houses with them flags, man.
Right.
Go check it. Just check it out. Just tell them you want to do a walkthrough. Tell them you want to do a walkthrough and carry some snacks and crumple up the bag and play some, Disney music and see if any kids come running out or say a noise or something. Because this devil here, he was killing so much. They said 10,000 different body parts. And that's what they found out. That's what they found. Think about what they ain't find.
Sure.
And ain't no way he did all that by himself.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That probably tied right into what Kapash was bringing on with the Klan. I think Kazak, you were telling me how the Klan relocated to the Midwest. They moved their headquarters to Illinois.
In Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
In the 20s. In the 20s, I got something on it too right here, sir. As it said, if I could read this real fast.
Yeah, please.
It says by 1922, the state, which is the state of Indiana, had the largest organization, the KKK, nationally, and its membership continued to increase dramatically under the leadership of D.C. Stevenson. Captain Kapash alluded earlier to a KKK member who ran for president. This is him right here, D.C. Stevenson. It says, Indiana's Klan organization reached its peak of power in the following years when it had 250,000 members. By 1925, over half the elected members of the Indiana General Assembly, the governor of Indiana, and many other high-ranking officials in local and state government were members of Klan. Politicians had also learned they needed Klan endorsement to win office.
Damn. So if you want to be in office, the Klan had to get behind you. Not the union.
Right.
Not the fraternal or the police.
Right.
The Klan had to get behind you.
Oh man. No.
He do this by himself. Salaki, go ahead, Cap.
Salaki, Cap. Now it's ringing a bell to me. Somebody talk about going and watching a series on Hollywood.
Come on, Yahanna.
It
was some series on Hollywood. I think he mentioned.
Yes, I went and watched it. Now I get to understand it, as he said, with the Klan in a way, because they was coming up against the small hats. They were coming up against the small hats when in around the time of World War II, and now it changed. Now they basically you had to go through them with APAC to get in office.
It's a lot.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now it moved from the what you call it again from the Ku Klux Klan. Now the Klan they're in the background, but now the small hats they're the ones in the forefront. Now they in control of everything basically.
It went from the pointed hat to the small hat now.
Yeah.
It went from the big pointed hat to the small hat.
Yeah.
And that's what it went to. You know what I mean? Come on, you're going to jump in?
No, I just want to say, man, like that what piggybacking off what Kazak Ahmad said, that's the undertones of it. Like you thinking that you got to win the support of the Democratic Party. You think you got to win the support of the Republican Party. There's undertone or other groups that's beneath the surface that you have to win support on. You just seeing the donkey and the elephant. They put that up front, but they have splinter groups that you have to win their support. We told you this years ago. You don't vote for politicians, you buy politicians.
That's right.
That's how you deal with politics. Money. You got money, guess what? They'll support your cause. That's how the Chinese stay in power in these Chinatowns and so forth. Nobody mess with their how they operate. Because
right.
They are politics. It don't matter who in office. When they come with their campaign check saying this is, just call it a campaign contribution. They know what that means. They don't call it a bribery. They're calling that a campaign contribution. So it's the same thing with Trump. You don't got to win the Republican Party. You better win the Proud Boys. You better win all the splinter groups, and that right there is who supports the Republican Party.
Right.
You're dealing with the most subtle beasts of the field, brothers and sisters. You understand? And that's why I tell you, it's deeper than what is deeper. You got to go beneath the surface. It's deeper than what you can see with your natural eye. That's why we in the UPK we tell you what we say. We walk by faith, not by sight.
Right.
You understand? Y'all don't understand what time it is, but you better learn quick, or the next story we'll be doing to be about you. So
no, you're right. Never forget, the elections is still a race. It's still race. Race is involved. Race to the polls, the race to the White House. And they letting you know to win the race, you gotta your foundation, your base, you gotta go getting good with the clan.
And
go ahead.
Just to add to what you're saying too, you're right, because right now there's a brother, he all in the news, I forget his name, I think he's from New York. Right? He tried to come up against the so-called small hats, and they fall out at war with him. They're going, they're trying to get him out of power, out of office. You understand? Which they know, you thinking it's votes that going to bring it in. Nah, some money. It's who got that cash. That's who going to bring it in. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, listen, they ain't no way out of this thing but to look up with your people, man.
That's it.
Right. Look up with your people. You go get support of the clan. I go and get support of the king.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Different kings we dealing with. You go get support of the clan. I'll go get support of the king. We're gonna see which king better.
Damn right. We gotta strengthen our base.
Yeah, say again.
I said we gotta strengthen our base. Trump strengthening his base.
That's
our base.
Right.
That's it, man. That's it. So listen, if you're over there in Indiana or anywhere else, beware. The devil is out there. Yeah,
right.
The devil is absolutely out there.
Yeah.
I know somebody who got that good loud in him. So I could point you in the right direction, Hunter. Come on, man. They don't love you in the White House. They don't love you. Listen, getting high and that isn't nobody but you, Hunter. I don't know what they're so mad about. This is bent out the shape of what you getting a little bit high, Hunter. Listen, man, Hunter, don't worry about it. I'll tell you where to go get. You could just go ahead and go get blasted. Just go blast yourself. Blast to the moon. 3, 2, 1. Blast off and go to the moon.
Man,
you don't worry about it. You and your daddy, y'all just criminals. Y'all can belong in the White House.
Like,
Go ahead.
I know you're up at the time, but you all remember when they found cocaine in the White House?
Yeah,
bad. Somehow, nobody, they don't know who coke it is.
No, and more than once. It ain't just once, you know. More than just recently, they found cocaine in the Capitol Police chief room. You have to go look it up. Just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they found cocaine in the Capitol, either the chief room or the locker rooms or something. I mean, Capitol Police, they had a rough time with January 6th. I ain't blame them if they had to go get a little high. I ain't blame them if the 6th every month they need to go get blasted because it's just 6 just giving them nightmares. They call their number charts short. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. They ain't even want to say 6. It is rough. We up on the time. I thank everybody for joining in with us. Everybody in the chat, y'all know you're always on the inside.
That's right.
We're gonna be rocking with you all again next week. Next week is Buffalo. You know, we're gonna be up in Buffalo. Don't forget to come on down if you're there. Tune in. Commander Yahanna gonna be doing some interviews. Baba TV, a few other people, and also that sister who stood up against that cup, which I think trying to execute her brother. You know what I mean? You make sure and make your way down there to Buffalo, New York, man. We're gonna be up in the place next weekend. That's next weekend. We have all the cookouts coming up. Check your Facebook, Instagram for all the UPK schools. There are cookouts all the way from New York to Atlanta, West Coast, Midwest, all the way over. Make sure and get down there with it. Again, the usual suspects every Saturday night. We have Captain Nathan holding it down for the Carolinas. You know what I mean? We have Captain Kahan holding down South. Always on, bringing in the insight. We have Captain Kapash, Indianapolis, the DR, doing excellent work out there for traveling, raising up them brothers. We have Captain Hadaya Alaman holding down Ohio, Southern Ohio, and Detroit. Hadaya, see if you could find that brother in Detroit, man. Do an interview with the brother if you could have. I definitely would have him on, you know what I mean? Appreciate that, Priest. We are Officer Kazaki, you all know, in DC. With excellent job today with this devil. The devil admits we the real Jews. He said, according to my research, y'all is the real Jews. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
And then we are, of course, Officer Sawap. Always chiming in, giving us that balance. We're gonna be back next week, Lord. Lord allow. You'll pay your tithes, ISUPK.com. Commander Yahanna going to be on this Monday, 9 p.m. with the Heavy Hitting crew. You'll tune in, check it out, support the truth. We're going to see you all next week. Yabson Shabrak Thumb.
Don't claim to be a part of the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite movement. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, we stand alone. We are not. We put that disclaimer on all our videos. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or organization because we don't believe the same thing they believe. Now, as far as the approach and yelling at white people, we do believe that every response is measured. So now, when you see a video of somebody coming up and somebody's just how you came up respectful, has anybody disrespected you at all?
No, and I'm glad I met you guys.
Every response is measured. If somebody came up and was disrespectful, they're going to get a measured response. We're not a violent organization, but we believe in self-defense. That's our American right. I'm sure you understand that for sure.
Well, and the thing is, too, I thought, if I meet a group like I just described, I still wanted to go up to them and say, hey, guys, you know what? I looked into this. I know you guys are the real Israelites, but I think people are going to have a hard time listening to your message.
We vibe, we lay
little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You damn scare rag, coward ass little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, it little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. All these niggas want down hate, but tell them zip it lip. You a dumb ass, scare ass boy, little body bitch. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. Well, you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it damn scritchy with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, little fame. I won't walk, not the same. For wrong, for wrong, for wrong. I tell them, for wrong. You get your shit together, for wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all Zaka, you little body bitch. And I switch nigga on that thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay terminal like the cars, you little body bitch.